Oh, mate, my heart, your heart, our hearts. We did it. We did it on pens. We literally, that was the reason why we were so nervous about this game. It was 0-0 all the way through, extra time, 0-0, get to pens, everyone scores, they missed the target. Lindelof, ice cold. And how good was he, by the way, during the whole game?
Man of the match for me, great. I'm glad Maguire couldn't play. I thought he was awful on Thursday, and I think the back four, he's got to continue with that for the rest of the season. I saw something today that Varane might be out for the rest of the season with no Martinez.
Fucking shit.
Martinez, mate, I almost cried at Old Trafford when he went off.
What are you saying?
Like, Jesus. You know how much I love Martinez, and watching him go off and getting stretchered off as well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was nervous. I think when he went to extra time, you knew penalties were coming, and then it was just nervous after nervous. But we're through. We're in the final, so we've got one more trip, so the season's not over, and it could be up to us to stop City doing the treble.
Well, not could be. It is.
I know. Real Madrid.
No, but you know what? I see it different. I see it as that's our title, the treble.
Yeah.
You know, let's not rely on Arsenal. Let's not rely on Real Madrid or AC Milan. Yeah. Let's do it. Like, if we want to say that that's our thing and nobody can do it, I know it's not going to be easy.
No.
But let's beat City. Let's do it.
I mean, we can do. We've proven that we can do it. When we turn up, we can beat any team on our day. The only worry is it's just the back four going into the final, isn't it? But we've got momentum. We've got Tottenham next after their humiliating.
Oh my God! Wow.
6-1. Jesus.
Yeah. Talk to me about though Lindelof and Shaw together though as a pair, because, like you said there, we were really shaky away in Seville, and I know it's a different type of game, different atmosphere today, neutral ground, etc. But just by those two, you could just see how much calmer we was. And those two, do you think that's it now? They have to be the shoe-ins as the two centre backs for the
rest of the season, because there's nobody. You can't trust Maguire. You feel it at Old Trafford. The negative energy as soon as he's on the ball. I think we've got to make our mind up though with what De Gea's doing. Because we're doing that. We did it again today. The whole Shaw passed it to De Gea, and then he's looping it long. If you're going to do that, just press everybody up. Just get everybody up, hit it up the middle, and try and win it instead of hitting it off to the side and it going out for a throw-in all the time. But I thought they were great. I thought they communicated well. You saw them switching over, getting into midfield. A lot of the time, I feel like we're almost a free at the back with the left back being a bit more further in central. Do you know, when we got the ball and are attacking, but. Yeah, so I think you've got to go with them for.
Yeah. And today was a game where, offensively, actually, we lacked that cutting edge, didn't we? And Brighton kind of did as well. There wasn't much quality in the final third, but both defences were quite good. And you know, they kept playing out of the press. They kept getting out. Their midfielders were really good on the ball. Then we had our little period where we was on top. Then they had it, and it was just about hanging on in there and defending properly. And do you think the boys showed that today in terms of mentality to not crumble? Obviously not concede and to show balls there. Yeah.
Well, it's another clean sheet as well. Like this, I know De Gea gets a lot of hate, and he needs to be better with his passing, but he's got the most clean sheets in the Premier League. It's another clean sheet today. Like, he's good at what he's doing. He's a good stop shopper. I mean, their free kick right at the beginning of the game, fantastic save. He made another one in the second half, didn't he? When it off one of the corners had come out and he blasted and he tips it over the stage. Like, he's a fantastic stop shopper. And I don't think, other than City now in the final, I think every other game is winnable. I mean, we do have to go and play Brighton away.
Easy.
We can't do what we let Newcastle
Hopefully top four's done by then.
Well, it should be, shouldn't it? I mean, if we beat Tottenham, we're, 9...
That's the one.
9 points, and then Villa on Sunday, because Emery's got them going. They could get top four as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll
it on, City.
I know.
I mean, how do you feel now we're coming to the end of the season and we've got another final now? Is this just a reminder? And I know, look, we won it on pens. We'll take it anyway. But is this another reminder after the defeat against Seville and how bad it was, that there still has been progress made? We've been to Wembley. It's going to be 3 times this season. And we have made progress this year.
Well, I think it's all about progress, isn't it? I've said to you before, at the beginning of the season, I would have taken 5th and no trophies if we look better. Now we look like we're going to finish 3rd. We've got the League Cup. We might have the FA Cup. Like, Ten Hag has done fantastic, and he's only, 8-9 months in. You've got Arsenal fans saying that Arteta's the best manager in the league, and they might only finish about 6 points above us, because they ain't winning the league now, are they? They've absolutely thrown that away. So, I think it's fantastic. The sale needs to happen, though, because if this sale's still going on in the summer, we don't know, have we got 100 million to spend, have we got no million to spend, have we got 200 million to spend, like what?
It affects the plans, doesn't it? A lot of Man United fans say, just quickly on Brighton, a lot of Man United fans were saying how good Caicedo was. So,
Yeah.
what do you make of him?
I thought he was fine. I think Brighton are such a well-drilled team.
they are.
The only worry is because of the way it's like Maguire. I thought Maguire looked really good at Leicester, and he looked really good at England,
when they
and then
step up.
he's come here. Yeah, exactly. It's that step up. So I think when we go in the side, I think we need a proper box-to-box midfielder, because I love Eriksen. Again, today I thought he had a really good game today. Obviously, you can't see out 90 minutes, we get that. But his quality in midfield, you see, as soon as he came back the other week, you saw the difference. We need a number 9, and we arguably need another centre-back, because if we lose Martinez again, and we know Varane will have injuries, we can't be relying on Maguire.
And all of a sudden, you're looking at Lindelof as the backup centre-back to come in. He's just a steady... He's always been that, hasn't he, Lindelof? That steady Eddie. He might have some frailties somewhere else in his game, but he's very professional. He gets his head down. He's good on the ball. He always wants the ball. He reads situations, and you get a you get a comfortable 6 or 7 out of him consistently.
He looked much better today with Shaw in, and I think he is that. I think he needs... He's not going to be the leading centre-back, so I think when Maguire's there, maybe he panics a bit much because he's like, oh, I've got to deal with that, and he looks much better. But we've seen it, was it Brentford away at the beginning of the season? You had Maguire next to Martinez, and we didn't look good then. But when Maguire's not in the team, I hate to say it, because he's a United fan, and I don't like criticising any of them, but it's just... He's just not good enough, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's like when you meet a bird and you hit it off and you're like, love, you're just not the one. And it's the same with Maguire, you're just not good enough. Go and be at a mid-table team that sits back and play well there, or just be there for Southgate.
Come on.
Because you know, no matter what happens, Southgate's playing him.
Yeah.
So go play for England. But you're just not good enough for us. And Ten Hag, we need to take that step up, because we can't have a season like we're having now and then next summer be fighting for top 4 again. We need to be fighting for 2nd and 1st next season.
To finish off, who was your man of the match and why? Was it Lindelof or was it Shaw? Was it Wan-Bissaka?
Lindelof. I thought he was great. I thought he was all over the pitch. And again, he's not really been in the team much. And when he's come in and he's doing what he's asked to do and he's performing, and that's what we do. And Anthony as well. Like I was saying to mate before off camera, like he's got stuff that he needs to improve on, but because he fights, because he puts so much effort in, I've got all the time in the world for him. And Vettos as well, winning that ball. I thought that ball's going out. The ball, and he's like, no, that ball ain't going out.
You're not his, I'm not going to say biggest fan, but obviously we all see the deficiencies in his game. But came on and just put on a shift, just put it about, won that free kick. That's the bits are just wasted, but won it, scored his pen as well, big moment.
Yeah, well, I said to you the other week, I'd take him as a backup. I know he's not great, but he's played more minutes this season already than Martial. You know, the best ability is availability. He is available for us, and he loves the club. You can already tell that when he got the ball back and won the free kick, he's enduring the fans up. And so we need a proper number 9. You ain't going out. We're not doing what City did, where they go get Haaland and Alvarez and back up. We need to go and get a proper number 9. Go and get him for 10, 12 million. You know.
Big up, man.
Pleasure seeing you.